Here we are. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 4:30. It's the Yessave team coaching, and it's very, very nice to see you all again. Um, it's going to be an interesting one, this, because I have received a brand new looking dashboard, and my partner portal has changed somewhat. And I think I'm beginning to understand that maybe not everybody's has, and perhaps they could have let me know beforehand that maybe it's because I'm a beta tester, that they test things out on me to see what I think and stuff. But there are things I can help you with, and I want to help you with a few things. So, the first thing, okay, is the first thing really important is I want to talk about something that's very important for everybody. And I want you to make notes on this because I don't want you to forget it. So it was only about a week or so ago that I found out, to my horror, that something had changed quite dramatically, and it's very, very important. So this is about people that you meet are on prepayment meters. Now, thankfully, not being rude to anyone, I don't meet that many. I personally have very rarely come across anybody on a prepayment meter. And it's because I've always targeted my business at what I consider is the right target market. And they are homeowners. They're often families, or they're, excuse the expression, because I'm one of them now, a silver surfer. I think I'm more silver and white than anything. Okay. And because of the demographic that I hit, it's so rare I come across someone with a prepayment meter. However, I do supporting quite a bit. And I am meeting people, or my new prospects are people that have, through no fault of their own, even inherited a prepay meter. In fact, we did a homeowner for a new lady, and it was her mum. And she'd had a prepayment electricity meter with British Gas for donkey's years. In fact, she'd always been with British Gas. But her gas meter was normal credit meter, paying by direct debit. So this is how I found out, and I'm going to say it and explain it as simply as I can. If you meet someone that has prepayment meters, it's regardless of whether they're tenants or homeowners, and they would like, especially, to have our UW fixed saver, whichever number it may be. Okay. Then, as you know, one of the criteria for having the fixed rate is they must have a new smart meter. All right. Now, the thing is, if they've got prepayment, when you do the join the club quotation and you fill it in as direct debit. Okay. Because that's their desire that they want. Okay. What happens? The switchover happens on a like for like, prepayment to prepayment. It has to. And they are given a key or a card, whatever method they had before. But then what happens within a week or two, the energy department contacts that customer to ensure that they still would like to have that meter exchanged, smart meter, on paying by direct debit, known as a credit meter. So here's the bad news, I'm afraid. Tenants or homeowners, there is a £200 per meter deposit that's required, which kind of shocked me because up until that point, I always thought homeowners were exempt. They absolutely are not exempt. I've got it from the top. I've questioned everybody and I gave up in the end, decided I had to know. So I think that's a very important thing for you all to know. Okay. Because if you've got somebody that is really, really struggling when you switch them over, for someone, for example, if they've got gas and electric prepayment, for them to all of a sudden find a deposit, it is only for 12 months, but £400 is quite a lot of money to find. Yeah. After 12 months, when they've proven to Utility Warehouse that they are absolutely perfect at paying by direct debit, that money is actually refunded back to them. Okay. It's because evidently where all the debt has ever accrued, it's through people with prepayment meters. And when we talk about it's often with tenants, it's because unfortunately it's mostly tenants that have them. In fact, I don't know if you're aware, it's often the landlord requesting prepayment meters in there because the landlord doesn't, when a tenant moves on, they don't want to be lumbered with maybe a large bill owing. So it's not always a tenant's fault. The other reason that prepayment meters are put in and why Utility Warehouse say we should target homeowners, because when a homeowner moves on, they notify the home movers department. They usually take all their services with them. The home movers have got obviously the preceding address, but here's the difference. Because there's a buying and selling, and there's all this stuff about the land registry and people's names, UW will know who's coming in. They can automatically set up a direct debit almost immediately that they move in. Whereas with a tenant, when a tenant vacates, invariably the tenant that moves out will never know who's coming in. And Utility Warehouse, by law, like every supplier, must continue to supply gas and electricity to that property. Where the debt accrues is in this period of they send a letter out to the occupier and they are waiting for that person to open the letter and respond to UW. Now, I can remember moving, and it wasn't in my interest to just junk all the mail, but I do know that some properties, there is piles of this stuff, especially when it's tenants. And do you know what? Some people could be a new tenant moving in and it just ends up in the bin. And it could take a while before they respond. So does that make sense? Am I being nice and clear? And I am not casting any aspersions on anybody's character. All right. It's just to let you know. Okay. So that's one thing that I think is really important. There is something else that I'm going to share my screen. Please forgive that I've got a different looking partner portal, guys. It's different to yours. I'm apology. But it is kind of all still there. All right. It's all still there. But I want to show you yours is similar still. But I want to show you something that is useful. I'm going to click on the first thing at the bottom, contact us. Now you'll contact us. I'm not sure where it is. I can't remember now because I've lost it. But I think this section is incredibly useful. Maybe a good idea. Why not, if you haven't already done so, why not put all these numbers and the times of opening into your phone on a contact? Yeah, a really good idea. Look, technical support, home movers, and even the emails. What a useful item to have. Okay. Next thing I want to click is news. Now, this is something that I have recently learned. Some of you may be way ahead of me, but there's all the news and stuff. But I want to click rewards and recognition. Okay. Now, there's lots of stuff here all about the rewards, but I'm going to click my little arrow at the bottom of my screen, which is going to take it down. Okay. And there is all sorts of stuff. Can you see this? Promotion images. Now, if you click this, instead of like I have been, And perhaps it's just that Lisa wears a little bit archaic. But I've now learned, especially on your phone, you can click on this image and it will naturally copy and you can paste it if you want to recognize somebody. And I didn't know that, but they're all there. Look, QD, future team leader, STL, group leader, SGL, so forth. Now, for my mind, there's one missing out, and I think it's a really important one, and it's QD star. So what a lot of us have done is we've added some big yellow stars on it. Okay. But I just think that's a really, really good thing to know, right? Very, very useful. So I'm going to go back one. Okay. And while we're still in the news, um, there is all kinds of stuff here, all right, that you can look at. But I want to talk about Powerhouse. We're going to really go into depth at the Bournemouth Buzz coming up. Okay. But this, listen, I can't see you all, but you should get excited now. And I'd love you to wave your hands, those that was at Piggy Fest. Yes. Piggy Fest was absolutely amazing. And I think they've listened to us. They're doing it again. So it says here, grab the glitter, dust off your most garish Hawaiian shirt, hold on to your bucket hat because we've got some seriously big news. They are doing a summer festival. Oh, it's so exciting. Um, it's not just it's not even just in a field. It's actually at the incredible Nebworth House. I've been there to see Queen and I've been there to see Robbie Williams. So, so I know this is the place to go for it. Yeah. There's going to be so much. Look at this, guys. If you haven't taken a look, live music, games, right? It says the fun kind, not awkward icebreaker kind. Rides, yes, they're going to have a fair there. Entertainment, from the weird to the wonderful. Well, Piggy Fest, there was a Cirque du Soleil. There was like the triangle, what do they call it? The pyramid stage, like at Glastonbury, where there were all these tribute acts, which were just stunning. ABBA and Elvis Presley and Fleetwood Mac. Oh, it was incredible. Um, Masses of food of every kind, real magic, and it says much more. And let's hope there'll be sunshine. We hope there'll be sunshine. Now, I want to go through with this because I think it's important how to get the tickets. Guys, get into action. Why? Because number one, first of all, we are at this moment way under the prices for energy of any other supplier. Fact. Okay. Our UW fixed saver 42 is effectively £250 under the price cap. Go in, see a homeowner, switch 3 services. Okay. They're going to get better, cheaper broadband. And you've all seen this incredible ISP. We're the top ISP. Did you see that? We even beat companies like Zen. Do you know what I'm on about? They're meant to be like a real sort of like highfalutin internet provider that the geeky types use, but we've beaten the lot. All right. So broadband, mobile, energy, they're going to get £100 extra. Oh, £100 extra. Okay. But listen, be wise, be smart. What you do is if they haven't been referred, why don't you take one of your lovely customers and ask them, could you put them down as a referrer? Now, why? Why would you want to do that? I'll tell you why. Because you are now going to show an existing customer how to be a referrer if they haven't. They're going to get £50 off their bill. But do you know what you're going to do? You're not going to give that new homeowner just 100. You're going to give them 150 because they get 50 on top of everything. And if you start doing this, you're going to achieve achiever points. So you know this for a points and you each month, and you are building your streak for free energy. But now it's giving you even more, even more. Okay. So between the 1st of March and the 30th of April, 2 months, okay, 15 to 24 achiever points and one team builder point. You must attend Power Up and you'll get 2 tickets to Powerhouse. You'll get the lot. Remember, you must attend Power Up. If you've not booked, or your team, more importantly, hasn't booked Power Up, they must do it. That is very, very doable. 15 points. Come on. How many customers is that? Not many, because you get 4 points, 3 to 4 points for each one. A team builder gives you a point as well. Okay. That means you recruit somebody and help them get a customer. Now, carry on. Get 2 team builders at 25 points. You get 2 tickets and an overnight stay. Stunning. As it says, still your tracker. So please, if you haven't done so, please knock out Friday the 13th. Lucky for some. Okay. Now, there's a digital version tracker here, and there's a printer friendly. I'm sharing my screen. Could somebody give me the thumbs up if they can see this tracker? Lovely. There it is. Now, I'm a bit old-fashioned, so I've printed this off, okay? And it's on my wall, ready to go. So, let me stop the share. Are you going for it? I don't want to be on my own there. All right, I want the team. I want the super cool team there, okay? Because it's so much flipping fun. It really, really is, okay? So let's share my screen again. And I'm going to point out something else now. Here we go. Let's go back to where we were. Excuse me. Which is there. Now, that's events. Now, sorry, that's news. Now, I want to go to the incentives, current incentives. I think your screens are still similar. I don't know why the logo's gone, but there's the summer incentive. Okay, if you want to have a good old look at it. There's all about, if you're still not quite sure about the Free Energy Club, it's all there. Okay. And then it says things like you could track your progress. Now, look, I don't mind sharing. All right. I'm honest. You all know I became a Free Energy Club ambassador. I hit the target every single month last year, and I got totally free energy in January. Completely. The company paid me £67 for using phone, broadband, mobile, and energy. Nuts. Nuts. It wiped the bill out. Yeah. And then I didn't do it in January. C'est la vie. But I've done it in February. And at this moment, I've got 1 point because I've recruited somebody. All right. I've got 1 point for March. 3 more minimum points. Yeah. But February, I got 20 points. So I'm hoping to do the same this month. It's just keep doing it, guys. Keep doing it. All right. Now, what else is important to you? I would say events. Now, I promise you, this is the same as you've already got. It hasn't changed. It's just the dashboard somewhere else. Please, there's Power Up, book your days. Okay. But if you've not already done so, I think this is really important. There's Power Up training sessions. So I've booked, for me and my hubby, a couple of these on Sunday. I've booked a couple. All right. Take a look at helping your team hit QD Star. Don't you think that'd be a good one to go on? How about getting restarted? There is how to get multi-service customers. There is making the most of the free energy club. And there is team building masterclass. Okay. And then there is also main stage announcements unpacked. In other words, explaining what was announced, all the things that are there. And if you've not done so, guys, you are in Steve Critchley's NNL 5-star. You're in his team. Please book this. All right. You want to book stuff. You want to because it's important. Okay. Now, in this events thing, there are lots of us SGLs. We are asking them, could they please have a major resort? I think all the buzzes should be in a section all on its own. And then the trainings should be somewhere else. And I think they should be in order because at the moment, if you bring someone new in, you've got to go to the bottom, to the very first training, launch your business. Huh? That's not good, is it? So what you will have seen is earlier on, I posted out to you guys tonight. Look at this. If you're not doing anything tonight, half an hour. Invest half an hour of your time. There we go. Effective recruiting. Learn some stuff, some brilliant people. Okay. I just think this is so undervalued, so underused. Okay. There's so many things there that you really, really need to. It's free. Do you know what? I'm going to stop the share. And I really want to. I really want to explain something to you guys. So, where have you gone? Are you still there? I've lost you. Ah, there you are. Right. I'm going to explain this. I was in a business networking this morning for my sins at 7 a.m. Okay. And I had to drive 20 miles to go to it. But it's worth it. And it's really interesting hearing other people doing their jobs or businesses. There was a guy there explaining that he had to go on a training course, and this training course was costing him £950 to make him better in his business. I think we take this stuff for granted. Honestly, I really do. It's all free. This is really world-class training. Go for it. There's a lady on there. She's not showing herself, but her name is Cindy, and I'm probably embarrassing her now, but Cindy joined years ago, and she's had to have 8 years out because basically life got in the way. Okay. But she's come back and she rang me last Wednesday, the 5th, as I was returning from Steve's leadership day. And she said, Lisa, I've decided to get going. Is it all right? I'm phoning you, but I've been doing some training. So she's been skilling herself up. She's been doing lots of background work, but then she asked for help. Now, despite a long day, despite spending about 5 hours on the road there and back, Cindy will tell you, I think it was 8 o'clock at night, I went on a Zoom with her and supported her to sign up her mum for services. Okay? Because it's what I do. It's I want to help you. And if you feel that you're kind of like struggling with this whole, well, how do you do this presentation properly? And how do you always turn it into a really good thing? Then make use of people like myself. All right. There is a guy that's just done really well. He's in one of my groups. He's got to QD star and he's done it in only, I think, 17 days. He's got 6 customers and he's got his first partner. And that first partner now, he's just gone and supported him yesterday. So he's only got 6, but he's already supporting. And it's like, it's because, do you know why? He was doing stuff consistently. And we talk about this, sorry, that's head office. They, because he's been doing it consistently, like going to the gym each day, rather than once a month, it works. Yeah. What is it Mr. Rob Barris says? You don't get a body like this attending the gym once a month. You got to do it daily to make it happen. And it's no different with this. So the more you can skill yourself up, the better. Guys, I don't know whether any of this has been of any help to you, but I think it's actually fundamentals. All right. And I've had to change what I was going to do because I found out that it's me that's got this different partner looking portal. Now, while we're on about training and stuff, every Thursday night at 8 p.m., there is an info business opportunity. In other words, it's a live Zoom presentation of a bit like a buzz. Do you remember the old days? We called it a COP, a career opportunity presentation. But this is through Zoom. It's live. There are two SGLs doing it, and it's only 25 minutes. So it's short and sweet. Now, Lindsay's been on it, and I know that Alina's been on it because I recognise Alina's been on it. So I would say to you, if you've got nothing going on and you want to give up again, just 25 minutes, come on, invite some guests. Now, as it happens, I won't be on there this Thursday because all of you lovely local people, um, I am co-hosting with SGL. Is he one star? Yeah, one star Leon Warner, and we are doing the Bournemouth Buzz at the Village Hotel. 6:30 registration for 7 o'clock start. And I'm going to get Leon to share some of his amazing tips because he's rather good at referring. I don't know if anyone's seen the leaderboard, but he's number 1 again in the network. That's pretty impressive out of 70,000 partners. I think he knows a thing or two about how to do this. So I think all of us can learn a thing or two from him. All right. He did a fantastic spot at the January kickoff, the Bournemouth January kickoff. It was excellent. So he will be co-hosting with me. So guys, hopefully that's been of some help. I promise next week will be super exciting. And at the Buzz, we're going to be revealing some of the leader slides, stuff that's been announced and more things happening for you to come along. So nice to see you all. See you this time next week, same place. All the best. Bye bye.